Hi guys, my name's Stanners. I'm a part-time Amazon FBA and eBay seller. Just a bit of an update as to where we're at. It's now midway through, or it's just the 10th of October. In the previous month of September, I did mean to put out a video a bit earlier on, but life's been quite busy recently. Just to say how I've been doing or how September went overall. So I'll give you some quick numbers just to start things off. Just looking at Amazon, eBay's a little bit more complicated, but it hasn't done that great. Amazon numbers, we've got 3,500 in sales, but well, £3,597 and 15 pence in sales. Profit on that is £775 and 19 pence. So that's an average ROI of 49%, and that's 168 units in total. So sorry to bore you with some figures there. I was hoping for a bit better, if I'm honest. So the previous month, I think I was just shy of £1,000. So I thought, you know what, this is easy now. It's just going to keep on growing. Didn't quite, but there's reasons behind that. So I'll justify why I didn't make as much money in the previous month, basically. But I'm happy. So the previous month, I can't quite remember what I was doing, just regular stuff. But in September at least, I was definitely trying to sell off a lot of old stock, mostly just to sort of recoup money for Q4, which is, in my opinion, basically here already. That did sort of happen. So I sold quite a lot of old stock. Some of it was negative ROI. A very small amount of it actually was, but there's about, I don't know, 10, 12 units of something, which is about minus £2.50. Just wanted rid of it. I could have perhaps sat on it, but you just start incurring storage fees and things like that. Having a look at some of the sales, some of the things that did quite all right. They were mostly OA purchases, and it was sort of coming to the end of my RA purchases. So I haven't really made a bold statement on YouTube about this. It's not needed. I'll still pick up RA as and when. You can see behind me here, I've got some Casios, which I'm just still sat on. I've not got around to sending them in yet. That listing's probably tanked anyway. But I just haven't got the time to do retail arbitrage anymore. I don't mind that at all. I've got a young family, I've got a full-time job, and I'm trying to do this as well as having a social life. So it's quite difficult. So running around loads of different shops, picking up calculators, post-it notes and things probably isn't the best use of time right now. So I wasn't trying to sell off all of the RA stuff. It just happened that it did sell out pretty much last month, and I'm coming to the end of the stock that I've got in, or stuff that I've got in stock that is sourced through retail arbitrage. So going forward, I've now got, because of last month, a bit more funds that I can put towards stock for Q4. And as it's already, I think it's the 10th of October, it's actually the 15th. We are pretty much halfway through October, aren't we? As it's already halfway through October, it is sort of spend, try and get stock into Amazon as much as possible. So if I look to my left, I'm not going to show you because it'll just give away everything I'm selling, but I've got 5 boxes about this big, just packed full of stock. I can actually see here on Seller Toolkit that we have inbound just shy of 100 units inbound. So I'm not sure if that counts those ones there actually, but I feel like over the last week or two I've been sending a lot of stuff in, so hopefully that's going to be ready for Q4. Well, it should be, because some of it's already got in stock already. So I have also been purchasing a lot already. So there's been some decent price drops from Profit Sweep price drop monitors. A lot of that stuff is massive. So to give you an example of a product without giving it completely away, it's a cycling related product. And again, it's about this big. It's about 20 kilos as I'm speaking now, actually. Some price drops have just come in, so I'll check them out. Nah, they're right. Saying that, yeah, so some of the things, just like this price drop that's coming now, some of the things that I have bought, I could sell now, but if I just hold on to them for 6 months until spring, then they'll be flying out and I'll be able to charge a bit more for them. Because the price drops were so dramatic, and we're talking products that were about £300 down to about £15, I don't mind sitting on that, because it's not like I need that 15 quid back straight away. If in 6 months that £15 turns into £300 or close to, I'll be very happy with that. So basically, some of the items are summer-related items, so things that you do in your garden and such. Whereas the other half of it will be quite nice sellers for Q4, but they are big. None of them, well, not all of them have Amazon listings. So I'll be selling some of that on Facebook Marketplace and the like, just to get some quick cash in, or it's just easier, quite frankly. So I haven't really got a sort of good setup with not necessarily UPS, but Royal Mail and the bigger parcel carriers collecting from the unit, partly because it's quite hard to find. So I'm finding myself driving to different sort of corner shops essentially with big boxes that they really don't want to take. So that's been a bit of a nightmare. So I'm more than happy just to stick things on Facebook Marketplace. Obviously, there's no fees on there, so if people want to just rock up to my house while I'm watching TV and give me some cash, that'd be great. So that is the plan for quite a lot of this stuff. Besides that, I've cleared a lot of space in the unit, so I'm happy for it to sit there and just sort of grow in how much it will make me in springtime. So what else have we got? eBay has done quite well recently. I don't think last month did too great, to be honest, but it comes in dribs and drabs. So as an example, I probably average about 1,500 to £2,000 a month on eBay. But just last weekend, so we're talking October now, or about 3 or 4 days ago, I bought some things from the Profit Suite price drops that were very sort of fast selling products on eBay. They were $17.99, I think it was, and sold them on eBay for anywhere between 30 to 35. So after fees, it's not that great, but they sold out really quick. I'm on a business account. I know some people sell on personal accounts, but I've had this business account for about 15 years, so that's the way it is. But it basically meant that I probably had one of my highest revenue days all round combined with eBay and Amazon. So I think Amazon was about 350, maybe 400 just in one day. This is just revenue, so it means nothing, just orange bars. And eBay, it's hard to actually pull up the exact number, but I sold 13 units of something that was about, well, I was selling it between 30 and 35 pounds, so I was quite happy with that. So yeah, that's generally what we've got going on now. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting into a good rhythm of things, warming up nicely for Q4. Got loads of products in stock. Still got a bit of cash that I'm looking to spend. We had one of the Amazon Prime days, I think it was last week or the weekend before. I didn't get much from that, to be honest. I think other people were saying similar, unless they were keeping their cards sort of close to their chest. I sort of thought a lot of the items you could probably make about 20 to 35, maybe a bit higher ROI, or 35% ROI on, and they were relatively fast sellers. But as we speak now, I am only just selling out of products from the previous Prime Day. So being a small new business with limited funds and wanting to grow quickly, I'd rather be buying things that I know I'm going to sell for good profit in the next couple of months. So it's all a learning curve, because I didn't really have that idea in mind with the last Prime Day. I was just buying willy-nilly, and it sort of paid off, because in the long run, through these quieter months leading up to Q4, I'm still making sales from the stuff that I bought a few months ago on the first Prime Day or Prime weekend. But for this one right now, it's so close to Christmas that I don't want to be hopping onto listings with 200 other sellers and just waiting until sometime next year for the price to recover. I'd rather be buying things that are going to be flying out. So anything giftable, we're talking toys, perfumes, literally anything anyone would ever want for Christmas, I'm all over buying it. I don't mind if that's Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Amazon FBA. I have noticed a bit of a trend with people recently on some of the groups that I'm in, and Facebook in particular, are Amazon FBA or nothing. And if that works for you, then great, but there's problems with that. And what I'm talking about is people who are literally just selling on Amazon, and then when they get a return, they have no idea what to do with it. But at the end of the day, if you sell something, I don't know, a pair of scissors, and it gets returned back to you, if you spent £10 on that and a customer returns it and it's like basically next to brand new, but the seal's I don't know, broken or whatever. You can't be selling it for new on Amazon. So if you're just selling on Amazon, that's basically worthless to you now, unless you sell, used like new. But the price is generally a lot less than that. If you can return or churn over those products on other platforms like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, especially when you're a new seller, then in my opinion, it does take a bit more time, but you're just scraping back any previous sort of profits that you've lost from things like that. Not only that, like I've done it myself. I know quite a few other people. Someone messaged me about it today actually. Have bought things through online arbitrage because they were just such a good deal, and you need to get on it quickly before they sell out. And they were planning on selling it on Amazon, but then it arrives and it's not good for Amazon. I don't know, they might be hard gated, or they might not even be a listing on Amazon. So having other platforms under your belt is definitely sort of a plus in my books. Saying that, it's hard to sort of manage them all, especially when you've got limited time. So yeah, there's a bit of a ramble all around for 10 or so minutes there, but hopefully it gives you a bit of an update of where I'm up to. I won't promise to make any more recent videos in the near future because it's really finding it difficult to get the time in at the moment, and I want to put as much energy as I can into Q4 for Amazon and eBay and Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, if you want more rambly videos like this, please comment or subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions, drop a comment and I'll get back to you. So yeah, cheers for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.